Hello everyone and welcome to Autocrat. This is episode 73, Posthomerica part 3, a madman and a mad lad.
Right. Got a lot going on today.
Yeah. We are going to be covering book 5 and book 6 of the Posthomerica. Last time we talked, we ended with the death of Achilles.
Finally.
And the fallout from it. Now, let's see what today has in store. We opened book 5 with the funeral games having just finished and Thetis laying out the weapons and armour of her son. It's a bit of a psychedelic scene that comes next, but I think it's another description of the shield, including depictions of people such as Phobos, Ares' son, and the god of panic. We get Zeus, Gorgons, Deimos, the Furies, all sorts.
Sounds manic.
However, we've already touched on this shield before, so we're not going to do that again.
Yeah, please don't. Thank you.
Thetis addresses the Greeks, announcing this beautiful armour, such as a sword with an ivory hilt and a silver scabbard, are a prize for the strongest Greek who saved the body of her son.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, we get a contest.
Obviously, because people can't agree on anything ever.
Both Odysseus and Ajax claim to be the one to have saved Achilles' body.
Ooh.
Ajax suggests they defer to a council made up of Idomeneus, Nestor, and Agamemnon. Odysseus agrees.
Yeah.
Which, simple enough so far.
Yeah.
Nestor laments that the gods have set these two against each other. Now remember, strife between Greeks has been disastrous before.
Yeah, you would think we would have learnt from the whole Achilles thing. Don't annoy each other, please.
Nestor even suggests that it's actually the Trojan prisoners that they've got that should judge. Because, they might be more impartial.
That's interesting as a way of settling it. Oh well.
Agamemnon actually thinks that's a great idea.
Yeah?
The loser will therefore be set upon vengeance against Troy, not against his own countrymen, as they won't have decided against him.
I mean, that's fair enough, Get some Trojan prisoners who've seen the Greeks in action, and then it's their fault, not mine. Their fault, definitely.
Ajax hotly asks Odysseus why he considers himself his equal in terms of might. Odysseus was the one who didn't want to go and fight like a little baby when war broke out.
Yeah, you sissy.
Odysseus is not powerful enough to wear the armour of Achilles, and he knows it. Besides, Ajax is of the same blood as Achilles.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, now we checked, this is true. Ajax's father is someone called Telamon, and thus the grandson of Aeacus, who is also Achilles' grandfather, so these two are first cousins.
Nice. Odysseus responds that Ajax calls him weak, but Odysseus is better with words. Now, isn't wisdom better than strength? Sometimes.
Yeah, debate you can have.
People sail the seas through wisdom and invention, not brute force.
Fair argument.
Besides, Odysseus was the one to bring Achilles to Troy in the end. Odysseus has never been afraid of the spear of Hector, and he put his ships in the middle of the line while they were headed for Troy.
Okay.
So now it's decided.
Okay.
The Trojans are convinced by this argument and unanimously agree Odysseus gets the bling.
Ooh.
The Greeks hold their breath. Ajax stands frozen and rooted to the spot. I mean, yes, if he's frozen, he's probably rooted to the spot.
I think that's the text that says that twice instead of me, but I'm not sure.
A whiteness sweeps over him, his blood boils, and his gall swelled, quote.
Yeah.
Well, not quite sure what Smyrnaeus means by this, but sure, why not?
Yeah. I mean, Johns Hopkins University has a page on the gallbladder getting bigger and inflamed, something called Cholecystitis, which is due to bile getting stuck there, but apparently Ajax's intestines also slam against his liver.
You should go get that checked out.
Yeah, he also gets a fierce stabbing pain in his heart and in the barrier between bone and brain. I mean, this sounds like a simultaneous stroke, heart attack, and cholecystitis to me. Please go see a doctor. Ajax does not do this, and instead stays rooted to the spot, staring at the floor. The Greeks cluster around him, there we go, trying to console him. Anyway, cut to the Greeks heading in for the night, and the various gods moving away. Now Ajax is not eating, drinking, or sleeping. Instead, he gets dressed in his armour and plots revenge. His first thought is just to burn the fleet down. No, I've got it. Chop Odysseus into little bits. He might have done any or all of the things he was thinking about if Athena hadn't swooped in at this point and turned Ajax mad. I know it says made in my script, that is a typo. I'm going to point it out before you do to save face. Athena basically wants to protect Odysseus, as we've seen before.
Yeah, she's like that.
Ajax rushes around in every direction, frothing at the mouth and roaring while his armour clatters around him. Morning arrives, and the god of sleep apparently gets into a little hug and kiss session with Hera. It's a bit confusing, and I'm not sure I follow or actually understand the context. Anyway, we find Ajax still rushing around like a madman. He falls in the end on the flocks of the Greeks and kills them. Menelaus laments. Ajax has gone mad. He'll probably set the ships on fire and kill them all in their beds. If only Odysseus hadn't gone up against such a guy. Agamemnon reminds him that the gods are to blame, not Ajax himself, which seems to be a theme at the minute. Just blame everything on someone else. Now, Ajax seems to think that the sheep he's just killed are Odysseus, as he stands about a dead sheep and laughs that the weapons of Achilles haven't saved it, which I'm sure looks interesting from the outside. At this point, though, Athena pulls away the madness, and Ajax sees the frankly horrifying massacre he's just carried out.
Yeah, the truth probably catch up to him a bit.
Yeah, he bemoans how much the gods hate him. He curses Odysseus and laments that he's not the one dead instead of that ram.
Alright, didn't learn all that much then.
No, not exactly a character building moment. He wishes ill on the Greeks, and especially Agamemnon. He's such a good loser, this man. He loses with such grace. Ajax resolves not to live in such a world where Odysseus is deemed to be better than him. With that, he takes Hector's sword and... yeah.
Yeah. Babe, bye-bye. He's dead now.
Yeah, unrelated note, Ajax dies, and the Greeks throng around him and mourn. Teucer throws himself on the body and has to be prevented from, let's say, using the sword himself.
Why is he so distressed?
Well, Teucer is the son of Telamon and Hesione. And, if that name Telamon sounds familiar, it's from a moment ago, and Teucer is actually Ajax's half-brother. He's also the maternal grandson of King Laomedon of Troy and a nephew of Priam, but yeah, he's upset, basically. The wife of Ajax, called Tecmessa, also mourns. In case you were wondering, of course she was forced to be his bride after being captured. Yay! Their son Eurysakes now doesn't have a father anymore, and the wife is going to be somebody's slave. Again.
Alright.
Agamemnon vows, no, nobody's going to make her a slave, while either he or Teucer live. That's nice of him, I guess?
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah? Ugh. Odysseus feels kind of bad for the whole argument and all that, but asks the Greeks not to hold him responsible for the madness and death. I mean, he would have given Ajax the stuff himself. Definitely, he would have done. He just thought there was some madness in his eyes. That's why he didn't. Definitely that. Finally, Nestor tells everyone they need to burn the body. They're mourning a lot of people, yes, including Nestor's own son, but grief isn't going to bring anybody back.
Yeah, this isn't Marvel.
It's not Marvel. Again, we get the standard stuff piled on the beach with happy Trojans and sad Greeks. Book 5 ends with the Greeks burning Ajax's body and going to sleep with anxious hearts now that yet another champion is gone. Going well so far, you think?
Well, Book 6 opens with Menelaus summoning the troops at daybreak and suggesting that they just run away. No more men are going to die because of Helen on his watch. Ajax and Achilles are already dead. How many more? He apparently doesn't care about Helen, but only them, which, rude since Helen is his wife.
Yeah, and the whole reason we're here.
Yeah, exactly. Diomedes is enraged at this and calls Menelaus a coward. They need to fight and let Ares decide the course of the war.
You get the feeling Diomedes is really a solve problems by punching them kind of guy.
Yeah. Calchas then says they know Troy is going to fall in the 10th year.
Yeah, it would be kind of stupid to leave when you know it's going to fall at some point soon.
He suggests that Diomedes and Odysseus be sent to the island of Skyros to get the son of Achilles. The troops love the idea.
Way.
Odysseus accepts, and Menelaus says that if Achilles' son comes to fight, he can marry Hermione. Again, she doesn't get a choice or anything.
No.
Odysseus and Diomedes set off, while the Trojans pray for help as the remaining Greeks go back to punching.
Diomedes in the front.
The gods actually answer them.
Ooh.
Help arrives in the form of an army led by Eurypylus. Now, this is the son of Telepus and Astyoche. Astyoche, Astyoche is the sister of Priam, according to the Posthomerica, and the Dictionary of Greek and Roman Biography and Mythologies agree. But says that she's sometimes the daughter of Priam as an alternative.
Yeah, it's so messy. Greek mythology, family
she's related
trees.
to Priam.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Telephus is one of the many sons of Heracles.
Ooh.
That's right, Eurypylus is a grandson of Heracles and king of either Moesia or Cilicia.
Nice.
These regions are either around modern Bulgaria or the southeast of Turkey.
Yeah, sure.
Eurypylus has been convinced to come and help Troy thanks to a load of gifts Priam has been flinging at him.
Right.
He gets a warm welcome from his cousin Paris and is led into his house. We also get to find out that the tomb of Assaracus from episode 60 is nearby, which, it's fun.
Yeah.
The whole family gazes in wonder at this grandson of Heracles, and he has a little conversation with Helen. The soldiers of Eurypylus wait outside the wall, shedding their armour and letting their horse wait. Night falls, and we get yet another feast.
Ah, it's so predictable. Now, the Greeks see and hear all of this from far away, while Eurypylus is wined and dined, and then gets to sleep in a bed Paris and Helen had once used.
Yeah, it's a bed.
Yeah. When the next day dawns, his host arms itself, and Eurypylus puts on a shield covered in throwbacks to Heracles, because if he's your granddad, why wouldn't you do that? We get the snakes being killed in the crib, his fight with the Hydra, the Caledonian boar, you name it. Paris tells Eurypylus he's glad he made it, as they've never had someone approaching Heracles in might on their side before. He's fanboying, is what I'm saying. Eurypylus vows not to shirk his duty in protecting Troy, and the two sides charge each other. As the battle starts, the Trojans push the Greeks back, but they soon rally and start shoving the other way. Eurypylus turns into a hurricane of death and mocks people as they die. One guy he tries to kill smashes a rock on his helmet to try and stop him, but Eurypylus just launches a spear right through him.
Yeah, because you do that.
Yeah. However, as his victim lies dying, he prophesies that he isn't going to live long himself. You're going to die soon too, Eurypylus. See you there. Teucer spots this carnage going on and urges the Greeks to rush on. We get more fighting over various bodies, and Polydamas has to retreat because of a wound. Eurypylus stops chasing Greeks to the fleet and rounds on Agamemnon and Menelaus instead. Ajax the Lesser, yes, there's another Ajax, is also there, but we've been calling another character Ajax so much that I'm going to basically ignore this guy for now.
Okay.
He's relevant later, but we don't care right now. They manage to kill their way out of the situation, suffice to say. Teucer smashes Aeneas' shield in, and...
Oh, Aeneas is there?
Yep, but not for long, because it makes him run away again.
Of course.
By the way, in case you can't tell, I'm skipping the majority of this fighting.
Yeah, I can tell.
We don't need it. Eurypylus and Aeneas do some more killing, he probably came back from wherever he ran off to, and the Trojans get rallied. We end Book 6 as the Trojans are about to set fire to the Greek fleets, but the onset of night stops them. Eurypylus and the Trojans withdraw, and the Greeks cower and cry in between the boats in shock and mourning.
The end.
Yeah.
Of Book 6.
Of Book 6. So, it's not looking good so far, is it?
Not really, no.
But maybe that son of Achilles can do something. Maybe? Anything, please?
Kill Achilles? No, son of Hercules. Wait, no. Oh my god.
Kill the grandson of Heracles. It's confusing.
Yes.
There's so many family trees.
Yes.
They all interconnect. Well, until next time, and until we figure out the family trees, thank you all for listening, and have a great week, everyone.
Bye bye.